A few years ago, I was wondering, I never understood what it meant to be passionate about something. How can you be passionate about, I understand being passionate about your kids and things like that. But how can somebody be passionate about their job? And we're talking about jobs like painting, going out and selling. Because they say if you want to be successful, you have to be passionate about it. And I didn't understand what that meant until about 2 years ago. I was talking to a Hispanic guy who was a painter at our house, or at a house I was rehabbing. How can you be passionate about painting a house? So I was asking him, and I don't know how the conversation came about. We weren't talking about being passionate, but he said something and I related it to his passion. He said, I said, why do you like painting houses? He says, you know what? When I come to an old house and look at it, it's all run down. It's like I'm breathing new life into that house and bringing it back to the way it was. He says, I just love that. When you just put that paint on there and fix it up, that house becomes something new again. And he says, it gives me so much pride inside that I can do that. And I didn't understand that before. He says, what really caught me was what he said was, I'm bringing the house back to life. And all he's doing that is with a paint sprayer and a paintbrush. That to me told me what passion was. I can tell you, me being with the financial education, that is the reason I'm passionate about it, is because it's bringing people's down and out lives back to life, renewing it, giving them an opportunity to live, bringing them out of raising them up. Everybody deserves to have a beautiful life and a life of abundance if they so choose. The problem is we can't just give it to them. Giving it to them doesn't solve the problem. They have to want it. So when I go out and talk with people, I'm trying to find those people who want to have that. You could sit there and people will say they want this and they want that, but they just won't produce, or they just won't. They have the wish, but they can't bring themselves to put in the action. But if you can take somebody and raise their life from a standard of, I don't have much, I'm struggling, I'm living in a place, I'm living in a functional apartment, which is great. I have a functional life, and you can bring them up where they can raise them so that they can have the American dream, which for everybody, in my opinion, is something different. It's kind of a standard saying that having the house with the white picket fence is the American dream. I think that's very simplistic. The American dream is in the Constitution, the right to pursuit of happiness, the right to pursuit of your dreams. And if that means that you live in an apartment, but you get to do the dreams that you want, that's what the American dream is. So that's the passion, is people's lives, to me, is passion. That's why a pastor is passionate about saving people's lives spiritually. That's not my calling, although I understand it. My calling is to bring people from up to where they want to be, if they so want to be there. That's a funny way of saying it. And through that is financial education. And that's what passion is. Bringing life back into people. People are walking around dead just waiting to be put into the ground. You can breathe that life back into that person with it's your passion for doing that that's going to breathe the life into there. Only God can raise the dead. But you can raise the people that are walking around dead. You can raise them and bring them back to life.